Here's a critical life skill they don't teach you in school: how to make great conversation. It will allow you to build powerful personal and professional networks that will change your life. Let's walk through the 4 principles of a master conversationalist. Principle 1. Create doorknobs. Doorknobs are questions that invite the other person to tell a story in response. Stop signs are questions that invite the other person to give an answer that ends the conversation. A stop sign question would be, "Where did you get married?" The other person would answer with a simple response of a location. A doorknob version of that same question would be, "How did you choose your wedding location?" It would invite the other person to actually tell a story, which would lead to more conversational momentum that you can build upon. Doorknobs are the key to building a great conversation. In my book, The 5 Types of Wealth, I offer a handful of conversation starters, doorknob questions that you can use to create that conversation momentum. Here are a few of them. What are you most excited about right now, personally or professionally? It invites the other person to tell a story about something that brings them energy, about something they're excited by. What was your favorite or least favorite thing about your hometown? A simple way to get the other person animated and excited, telling a story about where they're from. What is the most interesting thing you've read or learned recently? Another way to get a conversation going with a question that invites a story. So in your next conversation, leverage Principle 1. Create doorknobs. Use those conversation starters or create your own, and you'll find that there's more momentum to start a conversation. Principle number 2. Be a loud listener. This is a piece of advice that comes from New York Times bestselling author David Brooks. The idea of loud listening is that you want to show the other person that you are listening with your actions, body language, or with simple sounds that you make in response. Things like or yeah as the other person's speaking show that you are listening. Leaning forward and opening up your body language towards them is another simple way of doing it. Changing your facial expression to react to things the other person's saying, to show that animation, show that excitement, and show that interest. All of these things will encourage the other person to continue pushing the conversation forward. It will make them feel more engaged because you are being more engaged. Principle number 3. Repeat and follow. Active, loud listening leads nicely into this 3rd principle. Repeat and follow. You want to repeat back to the other person the things that you are hearing in your own words and then build upon them, the follow. So you are going to hear what they are saying, you're going to process it in your own mind, you're going to repeat it back to them in your own words, and then follow on with some new idea, some new insight, or some new thing that pushes the conversation forward. As you engage in the active, loud listening, you are going to be able to do this naturally. You're going to be able to process what you're hearing, repeat it back to the other person, and follow on, whether it's with your own insight or another doorknob question that continues to build that conversational momentum that leads to more connection with the other person. And finally, principle number 4. Make situational eye contact. All of the advice you've been given on eye contact is wrong. Staring the other person in the eye the entire time you're having a conversation starts to appear rather psychotic. Make situational eye contact. Deep and engaged while the other person is speaking, but then more casual while you are speaking. It's okay to look around as you think and as you formulate your own thoughts, but while the other person is speaking, you should be locked in on them. If you stare at someone while you speak, it makes them a little bit uncomfortable. Given you are trying to build a connection for the future with this conversation, this idea of situational eye contact is going to lead to more comfort, more connection, and better conversational momentum that lends itself to that engaged early relationship building. Those 4 principles will help you become a better conversationalist. Becoming a better conversationalist will dramatically change your life. You'll be able to build better relationships personally and professionally. And as we all know, relationships are the key to building a healthy, wealthy life. I walk through these principles and more in my new book, The 5 Types of Wealth. It is a transformative guide to design and build your life around the things that you truly care about. You're going to get immense value from this book. You can buy it anywhere books are sold or go to the5typesofwealth.com. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, until next time, stay curious, friends.